Hello, second graders. It is so great to see you today, and I am excited to share a little bit about a strategy review with you today. I found this cute little clip art online that said, "I love math," and I thought it was a great thing to share with you right now because so many of you know that math is my favorite subject. So my goal for you is that by the end of today, you will say to yourself, I can use any strategy to solve addition and subtraction equations. So to do that, let's remind ourselves, what is addition? Well, addition is combining a number with another number. For example, it shows you a pretty easy equation for us second graders. 1 plus 2, 1 bird plus 2 birds equals 3. 3 birds. So you usually have a sum, you always have a sum, that is a larger number than your two add-ins. So what strategies do you remember for addition, for our double-digit addition that we've been practicing? Well, when we think about what addition strategies we have, you can see right here, we have two on this page. Our first one is our base 10 blocks that you can draw out. If we're trying to do the equation 38 plus 43, we're going to come over here and draw 3 10s, 8 1s, 4 10s, and 3 1s, 38 and 43. Now we have to ask ourselves, can we make a 10? Yeah, we can. You can see it here where I circled 10 1s to make one 10 stick. Now I still have one little guy left over, so I put him right here with all my 10s, and my answer becomes 81. You can show the same thing in expanded form, which is shown down here. In expanded form, we just write out the 10s and the 1s instead of drawing them. So 30 plus 8 and 43 is 40 plus 3. Then we add the 1s, 8 plus 3 equals 11, and the 10s, 30 plus 40 equals 70. And that gives us our wonderful answer of 81, which is the same as what we got before. Now, in addition to these two, you even learn some faster strategies. In this equation, 38 plus 43, we added the 1s first. We got 11, and then we added the 10s, 70, to get your answer of 81. And we did it with the show all totals method, or sometimes it's called the partial sum method, where you add up your 1s and then your 10s and then all of it together. Now, the very fastest strategy we learned was our new 10 above. You add the 1s first, 8 plus 3, and you get 11. You put your 1 down here and the new 10 that you made above the other ones. Then you add up all of your 10s, 10 plus 30 plus 40, and you get 80, which we represent with just an 8. And your answer is, again, 81. So now that you guys are experts on all these different strategies we've learned, let's put our knowledge to the test. So our first one here is 46 plus 27. I'm going to change 46 plus 27. Alrighty. Now, first I have to decide what strategy I'm going to use. I think I'm going to do base 10 blocks, and then I'm going to do new 10 above, just to check it two different ways. So I'm going to start with 46, and I'm going to do this one in red. 46, 10, 20, 30, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 27, 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. And now I'm going to ask myself, can I make a new 10? Looks like I can. So I have 6 here. I'm going to need 4 from over here to be able to circle my nice new 10. I'll put my equal sign, and I'm going to count up everything I have. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and I have 1, 2, 3 left over. So my whole answer becomes 73. All right, now I said I was going to check it another way. So now that I have my answer from base 10 blocks, let me change my color to blue to try it with the new 10 above strategy. I'm going to do it right over here with my equation. So I start with the number 6 plus 7. 6 plus 7 is 13. So I definitely made a new 10. So I'm going to put my 3 down here for my ones and my new 10 up here in the tens column. Now I need to count all of my tens. 10 plus 40 is 50, plus 20 is 70. I'm going to represent that with a 7 in the tens place. So my answer is 73. This answer and this answer are the same. So I checked my work. Fabulous. Right now, I want you to try 36 plus 22 on a piece of paper that you have at home. Go ahead and try it now. Chance to try it. Let's go through it. I'm going to use the expanded form method to solve this one. So 36 equals 30 plus 6. All right, and 22 equals 20 plus 2. All right, I'm going to start with my ones, and I'm going to add them up. 6 plus 2, that equals 8. I didn't make a new 10 this time. And 30 plus 20 equals 50. Now when I add that all together, I get 50 plus 8, which equals 58. Now that we've had a chance to practice a few addition problems, let's think about subtraction. So first, what is subtraction? Well, subtraction is when you start with the larger number and then you take some away, and that results in a smaller number. If we look at this problem, we started with 5 apples. We took 2 away, and then we have 3 left. So what strategies do you remember for subtraction? Well, we have 2 major strategies that we've looked at. The first one was base 10 blocks, 75 minus 56. If we start with 75, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, plus 5 ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we start with that number, and we realize that we have to subtract 56. Now in this problem, we had to actually break apart one of these 10s and make 10 new ones, which is why you see all these extra ones over here that weren't part of 75 originally. When we then subtract 56, we first start with the ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ones, and then we take away our 5 tens. 1, 2, oh, I'm sorry, that was part of the one that already got taken away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 1 10 and these 9 ones left over here for a difference of 19. When we do the same thing over here in expanded form, it looks a little bit different, but it still starts with 10s and 1s. Now, the same thing happened here, where we didn't have enough 1s to subtract 6 1s from only 5 1s. So we had to break apart and ungroup a 10 to get 10 new ones. We showed that by taking 1 10 away from here and adding the 10 to the 10 ones. So instead of 70 plus 5, we have 60 plus 15. Now I subtract. 15 minus 6 equals 9, and 60 minus 50 equals 10. Add it all together, and I have got 19 again. Those are the two strategies that we have learned for subtraction. So now let's put our knowledge to the test. We'll start by doing this first one together. 86 minus 37. I'm going to go over to my whiteboard, create a new one. And now I have forgotten what my equation was. Let me go back. 86 minus 37. 86 minus 37. All right, so I know this is subtraction because it has that minus there. Now I have to figure out exactly what strategy I'm going to use. Well, I think I'm going to use base 10 blocks for this one. Okay, 86, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 6 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now I need to take away 37. Okay, I'll start with the ones. Do I have enough? 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do not have enough, so it looks like I need to ungroup. I'm going to show this ungrouping in this red color. So I'm going to break apart one of my 10s, and I'm going to make it into 10 new ones. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alrighty, now do I have enough to subtract 7? Looks like I do. So I will subtract in a different color. We're going to use purple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And 7. All right, I subtracted my 7 ones. Now I need to subtract my 3 10s. Remember, this one already became 10 ones, so it doesn't count as one of our 3 10s. 1 10, 2 10s, 3 10s. Now I've subtracted 37 in purple. And let me grab a new color. We'll just use black for the result for everything we have left. Let me count up all my 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4 10s. And now count up my ones. I have these 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that means my result or my answer is going to be 40 and 9 ones. So my answer is 49. Alrighty, friends, let's go back here so that you can try one on your own. 38 minus 22. Go ahead and try it on a separate piece of paper now. Then we'll go over it together. Now that you've had a chance to try it on your own, let's look at this one together. I'm going to solve this one in expanded form. So 38 is going to equal 30 plus 8. And 22 is going to equal 20 plus 2. All right, now I have to remember that even though these are plus signs here, because of expanded form, I'm actually subtracting. So I need to make sure that I have enough in my first number to be able to subtract my second number. So we start with the ones here. 8 minus 2. Okay, so I have 8 and I want to take away 2. Yeah, I have enough. So 8 minus 2 equals 6. Okay, same thing over here in my tens. 30 minus 20 equals 10. We're going to add those together. 10 plus 6 equals 16. Did you get the same thing as me? Now, friends, we have practiced our addition and subtraction strategies, so let's put it all together. When we look at these equations, we're going to have to put our knowledge to the test, and we're going to have to be careful not to get tricked by subtraction and addition signs. We're going to have to remember which one is which. So we'll do a couple of these together, and you'll do one or two on your own also. So let's start with this one, and we'll do this one together. 89 minus 26. $89 minus 26. Okay, I have two different strategies I can use for subtraction. I can use my base 10 blocks that I draw, or I can use expanded form. I think I'll use expanded form for this one. Okay, 89 equals the same as 80, 8 tenths, plus 9. And 26 equals 20 plus 6. And I have to remember what operation I'm doing. Is it addition or subtraction? Which one is it? You're right, it's subtraction. So 9 minus 6. Do I have enough? Yeah. So 9 minus 6. 9. So 9 minus 6. Do I have enough? Yeah, I do. 9 minus 6 equals 3. Next, I go to my tens. 80 minus 20. 80 minus 20 equals 60. 60 plus 3 equals 63. I want you to write down on your paper 44 plus 37. And you can solve it right now with any strategy you know. Had a chance to try it, let's go through it together. I'm going to start by doing my new 10 above, and then I'm just going to check it with base 10 blocks to make sure I got the right answer. Okay, so I start with my 4 plus 7 in my ones place. So 4 plus 7 equals 13. I put my 3 down here in the ones place and my new 10 right up here. Now it's time for me to add all of my 10s together. 10 plus 40 is 50. Plus 3 more 10s is 80. I represent that with an 8, and my answer is 83. All right, just to make sure, I'm going to check it with base 10 blocks. So 44 is 10, 20, 30, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 37 is 3 10s and 7 1s. Now, since I'm adding, I have to ask myself, can I make a new 10? Yep, looks like I can. I have 7 here. I'm going to need 3 from over here to make my new 10. Now I'm going to put an equal sign. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. And I have 1 left over. So that means my answer is 81. Oh no, my answers are different. Good thing I checked, because that means my new 10 above answer isn't correct, because I know that I made a new 10 over here in my blue ones. So let me go back to my new 10 above. Okay, so 4 plus 7. That doesn't equal 13. That equals 11. All right, let me change my answer here. I'm going to erase my 3, and I'll put my 1 in there. I still made a new 10 because I have 1 10 and 1 1 left over for 11. And then I added my new 10s. Now my answers check out. That equals 81. All right, it's time for our last problem together. So it looks like our last one is right down here, 66 minus 28. Go ahead and try this one on your own as well. Then we'll go over it together. Write on your paper, 66 minus 28. You've had a chance to try it. Let's review it together. 66 minus 28. Okay, so I know I'm doing subtraction here, so I can either do base 10 blocks or expanded form. I'm going to try out expanded form because I'm not quite as confident with that one. All right, 66 equals the same as 60 plus 6. And 28 is the same as 20 plus 8. All right, so I can't remember, am I adding or subtracting? Oh yeah, over here, it tells me that I am subtracting. So 6 minus 8. I start with 6, I take away 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't have enough to take away 8. So I'm gonna have to break apart one of these 10s to make 10 new ones. So that means I'm only gonna have 50 left over. And I'll have 16 ones. Let me show you in base 10 blocks how that works. So we started out with 66. We have 6 10s and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ones. Now, remember, I'm trying to subtract 8 ones, and I don't have enough. So I take apart one of my 10s, and I'm going to make it into 10 new ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I have my 10 new ones plus my 6 ones that I already had, which gives me my 16 over in expanded form. Okay, now let me come back over here to expanded form. Now I can do 16 minus 8. Oh, hey, that's a doubles fact. 8 plus 8 equals 16. So I know that 16 minus 8 is going to equal 8. And now I can do my tens also. 50 minus 20 equals 30. 30 plus 8 equals 38. All right, so since I got that last one wrong the first time, but I was able to catch it when I checked it, let's finish off base 10 blocks. So I already made this trade for 110 for 10 new ones, so now I can do my subtraction. I need to subtract 8 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and I need to subtract 2 tens. There we go. Now let me see everything that I have left. Now I have 3 tens left. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ones. All right, and then I finish it off with the numbers for my answer. 3 tens is 30, 8 ones is 8. I have 38 as my answer. Same thing as down here. It checks out. Friends, I hope you enjoyed doing some addition and subtraction with me today. You can continue working in your packets to get some extra math practice. Have a great day.